week in gaming, Netflix shuts down another studio. Horizon Hunters Gathering is getting a lot of issues. It's a Jeopardy, y'all. It's crap. Let's just be honest. And Kingdom Hearts 4 gets a new trailer. This is the Nerd Cave Newz, and I am one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, joined by my good friend and co-host that doesn't play video games, Derek Daniel. Derek, how's it going, my man?
It's going great up until you said that, but I can't be mad at it because guess what? I didn't do this weekend.
You know,
but
the truth hurts sometimes. You know.
You know, I say, yeah. They say the truth shall set you free. It doesn't mean it's not going to be painful.
Well, Derek, I'm glad to have you back. I know you were on assignment last week, and you know, it's always good to have you here. You know, we're like two old men curmudgeons that yell at each other, but you know, when you're not here, is the show, you know, incredible always. But you know, I'd rather have mediocre at best and do it with my best friend.
That's fair. That's fair. I equate us to the old the Muppets, the two old men up in the balcony. That's what we are.
Yeah, exactly.
He's pretty funny.
Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Amy says, hey, give me a read, Derek.
What up? hey.
I like it. I like it a lot. Everybody let us know how you're doing down in the comments below. This is the Nerd Cave Newz. Like I said, we do this each and every week, talking about all the video game news that you need to know. Now, Derek, I would ask you what you've been playing, but you know,
I went ahead and spoiled it.
You already spoiled it, and you would be a liar if you said anything.
You right.
Amy said, nah, y'all cried without each other.
Mainly Zach cried without me. When I told him, good thing I texted him like, what was it, Sunday, Monday or something like that. I'm just
something
like, hey.
that.
I was just like, hey, not going to be at the show this week because this is happening. And you're like, and I could just feel the torment. You're like, dang it, Derek. I got to do this myself.
Well, I was like, well, at least somebody on the stream will have played video games. You know, we'll have 100% that week.
Yeah.
We'll have 100% that week.
That's why I always make sure I give you like the longest articles and the hardest names to pronounce, you know, by yourself.
Yeah. So what I've been playing, Derek, I actually I jumped into the open beta. I did the closed beta for Gears E-Day, and I also did some of the open beta this past weekend as well. Dude, I'm loving what they've done with Horde. I put out a whole video kind of like detailing my closed beta thoughts and all of that. But dude, it is so good. I can't wait for us to jump into it and try it out. I think you're going to really like it because you know how Horde mode used to be. It's like you would grind up to like level 50 and all of that. And once you were done with that match, that was it. This time you actually get to like get upgradable gear and you work on your character and you get to carry that into each match, which I think is really, really cool. And you also have like side objectives, which will open up more possibilities for like, oh, you heal better or your rounds do additional damage or whatever. So some really cool stuff. I love the new mobilities that they put in there. Instead of the roadie run, I love the roadie run, but we both know that you couldn't do hardly anything. It was like trying to land a jet plane on a table. It was just like, you're like, I hope I'm going the right way.
A coffee table.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good things that they're doing, and I know from I probably played 5 or 6 hours overall, so a good chunk of time in there, and I'm like, okay, I feel good about this. As long as they land the actual story, this is going to be a heck of a game, Derek.
Yeah. So I can't wait to play it. Yeah, I just kind of looked at it. We did the math. We're just a little over 6 weeks away from the game launching. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, yeah. And then I tried out Dinch Attack, if you remember that game. It is
No,
like the Tony Hawk, but with trains.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't ring a bell at all, but go on.
Yeah, it's like Tony Hawk, but with trains. And dude, it is so fun. It is so flippin' fun. It's like anime, bright, all of this kind of stuff. It's on Game Pass. I totally think you should try it out. I think you would like it. And it's not as like some of the, I feel like the tricks are pretty easy because it's just the right joystick. And dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just you know what I mean? I mean,
it's like back in the day, we never knew what we were doing. We were just doing whatever like button combinations came to mind.
Yeah, exactly. So there's challenges for each thing. Everything is really cool looking, very anime vibe, and it is just really, really cool. I like Dinch Attack. If you have Game Pass, it is definitely worth checking out. And then I'm trying to think of, I also played a new game. This was suggested by Lucy James at lookingfor.game, and it's called the Granny Detective Society. I played this on stream.
Oh, that definitely sounds up your alley, Zach, for sure.
Dude, it is so freaking good. So freaking good. I played the demo on Tuesday. It's coming out Q1 2027. And it's, I don't know if you know this movie or not. It's an older one. Do you know Alfred Hitchcock movies at all?
Very few, but
very few. Okay. So there's a movie with, gosh, what is his name? It's called Rear Window. And this dude, he's got like a leg. He had like an injury. Like he's a photographer, but he got in a wreck or whatever. So he's literally just spying on all of his neighbors with his like camera, and he thinks something is going on with one of his neighbors, and I won't ruin it even though it's a really old, but like he concocts like this whole thing. He's like, oh, and then he gets his girlfriend on it.
And that sounds familiar. I think I don't remember the name of it, but I remember that premise before.
Yeah, it's been done in like other shows and all of that over the years. But dude, it's essentially that. Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly. Thank you, love. So, you know, you want the moon? I'll get you the moon. That's Jimmy Stewart from Wonderful Life. So you play as a mouse, like all they're all animals essentially. But you're sitting over there and you got your camera and you're taking pictures and you're getting information, and like hints are in your crossword puzzle, and your nephew like gives you like tech help or whatever and hints, and it was so good. And you've got a cork board where you take all your pictures and you start connecting things, and like, how is this person connected to this person? What is this person's name? What is their job? So you're like doing all of this work, and I got 80% of the case solved. I solved the case with like 80%. Really, really cool. I went back and got 100%, but at the end of the thing, it was like, I got an invitation from the Granny Detective Society, or the Society of Granny Detectives. And I was like, man, I got to play this game. I got to get this game when it comes out. It's so good and cute. And it, like, literally someone like poisoned brownies in this demo, and you're like having to figure out like who poisoned the brownies, why did they poison the brownies, all of that. So if y'all want to play it, it's on Steam. Get the demo. The Society of Granny Detectives.
Oh, it was like a good whodunit game.
Yeah, I think. Hold on, let me make sure. Man, let me make sure on the name. I might have it backwards. Might have it backwards.
We all know how you are with naming, Zach. Just saying.
You know, it just took us a long time to name this show. You know, several months. Several months. You know what I mean? So, Granny Detectives. No, I got it right. The Granny Detective Society. I'll put the Steam link in the chat right now so everybody can go check it out. But dude, I am so excited for this game. And if y'all are looking for new games, go sign up for Lucy James's looking for .game. She puts out a lot of, every week you get a email, which is, you know, you get a ton of emails, Derek. I don't know how many emails you get, but I get a ton of emails. Like like on top of how many voicemails do you think I have right now that I have not listened to?
Upwards of probably 50.
343.
Holy cow! I undershot the bar way.
Yeah. So just think about like how many unread emails, but when looking for game comes into my email box, I'm like, I gotta read this. I gotta see what Lucy is suggesting. So really excited about that game. So that's what I've been playing. Y'all let us know what you've been playing. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about tonight. We are also, after we do this show, we're going to record what we've been watching, because we got some anime, so you'll be getting that out, and y'all get to hear everything that we've been watching, because it's going to be a good time. I'm excited to talk about Iron-Blooded Orphans with you, Derek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Have you finished it?
I finished it.
Oh
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I finished it. So we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, but that is not here nor there. But it is time for the gaming discussion this week. First up, Netflix shutters Night School Studio, and this is by Virginia Glaze at IGN.
So, starting off, Netflix is shuttering its Los Angeles-based game studio, Night School, best known for side-scrolling psychological thrillers Oxenfree and Oxenfree 2: Lost Signals. The streamer is also shutting down Moonloot, its game studio based in Helsinki, Finland, which has not yet released any titles but was developing an unannounced life sim project. Speaking with GameFile, a Netflix spokesperson confirmed the company still intends to release games on its platforms, saying this latest move was an effort to streamline these efforts. Quote, "We see an opportunity to be more focused in our execution, so we are making organizational changes to the business to match those priorities." The spokesperson said, "We are incredibly grateful to the talented colleagues we're saying goodbye to today. We thank them for all their contributions to Netflix and wish them the best. Games continue to be an opportunity for us to expand the variety of entertainment we offer Netflix members." This news comes just after Night School released Unhinged, a first-person narrative-driven horror game created in collaboration with Weapons director Zach Kreger, on June 30th. Starring names like Sadie Sink and Zoe Kravitz, it stood out as a unique offering in the current gaming landscape, which reviewers described as a, quote, "fun and scary choose-your-own-adventure romp." A former member of Night School staff spoke about the closure on LinkedIn, writing, quote, "Despite directing Unhinged and shipping it 6 weeks ago to millions of excited, satisfied players, it looks like I'm back on the market, along with the rest of Night School Studio. I'm so proud of what we accomplished, and millions of people agree that we made a great product. Onward to the next exciting thing." Despite these most recent closures, Netflix has had positive things to say about its foray into the gaming space, with co-CEO Greg Peters saying Unhinged became one of the most successful cloud game debuts that yielded really solid numbers that put it in the top tier of game performance for us in a July 2026 investor call. "We're scratching the surface in terms of what we think the total potential of the space offers for us. You're going to see us continue to collaborate and refine our level of investment here, which is still very small relative to our overall content spend based on demonstrated performance based on what is working for our members and what's delivering returns to our businesses," he added. And of course, I wanted to get the negative out the way, for our news for the week, because the other two are pretty positive. We've got, a potential, but it's also talking about video games. Like, we're trying to get back to video games and get away from business politics, but sometimes we can't help it. But this is another example of don't get into bed with big corporations, right? Because now everyone at Night School seems okay with this, probably because they saw the writing on the wall. for a while that's like, hey, we'll release Unhinged. We got some big names attached to it. But if this doesn't do well, we'll probably need to be updating our LinkedIn profiles, and that is the case. Again, I say, as much as I don't want Xbox, don't want to give Xbox too much credit here, they are at least doing something right by at least they see all these studios with talented people closing, and it's like, hey, instead of just closing them, let's give a chance to spin off from us. Essentially, I know it was talked about earlier this week that Compulsion has finally gone indie, and then today is like it finally happened. Like they're listed as the sole publisher of South of Midnight on Steam. So that is a good, but like I know there were talented people at Night School. Like I know Oxenfree 2 wasn't as great as the first one from what I remember, but both games were very polarizing, and I know Unhinged did well, as I read at the end of the article, like its accolades and whatnot. But again, it just proves that no matter if you're successful critically or not, if you're not making those dollars, if you're not successful in making money, it doesn't matter. And big corporate is going to shut you down regardless if you don't make money.
I was talking about this last week. It doesn't matter if you're successful or not. You're going to get closed.
Yeah.
When we talked about, I can't remember the specific studio, but they worked on Marvel Rivals. After it launched, like a few months, they got closed, got laid off, and everything.
And same thing with Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 was the most successful Battlefield title in a long time, and it's like, hey, we're gonna celebrate
Call of Duty last
even be Call of Duty, and I know the running joke is like, hey, good job beating last year's sales numbers. Here's a pizza party. I know that's like very taboo, but I'd almost want that rather than layoffs at this point.
Here's a pink slip.
Right, exactly. Update your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service type deal. So it's sad to see it because there are some talented people. I do remember Oxenfree being like the first one being so polarizing when it came out. And then when I saw Netflix bomb, I'm like, okay, I don't know about this, but Netflix money could potentially, because they lasted a pretty good while under Netflix, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then Oxenfree 2 came out, and like I said, it wasn't as great as the first one. Still a solid game, just not as polarizing as the first one. And I don't even remember Unhinged. Like I remember like those actresses being mentioned. I just don't remember. I just didn't know it was connected to that game. I don't know. I wish them all the best. I hope they land on their feet, but this just proves, again, do not get into bed with big corporate.
Yeah. Night School Studio got bought in 2021 by Netflix.
Oh, wow. Right during Prime COVID. That's
Prime
crazy.
COVID. And I think the problem with Netflix, again, with like all of these acquisitions, you look at like Amazon Studios, game studios, they're shutting down a lot of stuff as well. I think last week we talked about that. Kaleem, we talk about video game news and anime here. That's our two loves at this channel. Glad that you're here. But you see, like, it's like, okay, you put it behind the Netflix paywall and you think that people are going to flock to it. It's like, okay, well, because I remember I had Netflix and I was like, okay, let me try out one of these games. It's like you go to check it out and then you have to go, it like sends you to a link on the Apple Store and then you're able to download it. But then you're playing on your phone. I think you could play on your computer as well, like a browser or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, this is not the way I want to actually enjoy the game. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like there's so many loops to get to that point. And it's like, okay, what if you were putting these out on other platforms, which I think would do probably even better. Like, let's get it on Steam. Let's get it on Nintendo. Let's get it on Sony. Because I don't know if any of these are on those. I know Oxenfree was, I think, earlier on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a timed exclusive on Xbox One. What up, Mike? But I don't remember if it came multi. I think I want to say it came to Switch later on, like at least the first or the second one. It was one of those two. Zach's fact checking that.
Yeah. Sorry. I know I was looking at Unhinged.
Somehow I thought Oxenfree. One of them was like a VR, like it was put on VR as well. I don't. Somehow that sticks in my craw. I don't know. I'm gonna go look that up real quick.
I'm not seeing that, but you can get Oxenfree still on Nintendo, PlayStation, and GOG Plus through Apple. It looks like you can get as well through the Netflix, Steam. Like you can get that one on there. But let's see, Oxenfree 2. We like to do fact checks here,
Yeah,
because it helps.
We want to be accurate as possible. We don't just like to shoot from the hip around here.
No, it looks like you can get Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals on Steam, $19.99.
Yeah. Huh.
But Unhinged is locked to Netflix, which is weird. So I don't know. It's a strange situation, but it's like, okay, we've seen this time and time again where, you know, we get all this money to say, oh, the gaming's blowing up right now because it's COVID and everybody's locked in there and, you know, Fortnite's going crazy and all of this. And it's like Oxenfree and Fortnite are as far apart as you can freaking get. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like they're both video games, but they're, you know what I mean? It would be
nowhere near in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, this was doing really good numbers, but we're still going to close down the studio. But we're looking to invest more on, you know, it's like you're going to see us continue to collaborate and refine our level of investment here. And it's like, well, what are you looking for? That's my question. You know, if I was an investor, I'd be like, well, what are we looking for here? Like, what is success to you? And
because arguably Night School was their most talented studio in their portfolio. So yeah, because Moonloot, it didn't even get a game off the ground before they shuttered them. So maybe it was one of those situations where it's like they were taking too long and Netflix is like, we need something now. And Moonloot looked at them and was like, we got nothing for you, Chief. So don't know what to tell you. So but you're 100% right. It's like, what are you looking for here? What is your end goal? Like what is the golden path that we need to be on right now to get us to where we want to be another place, another avenue to play video games on?
Yeah. And it's like, okay, you know, me looking at this, the only way I could see like out of this situation is doing the like Disney playbook where you're going to third-party developers, and we have seen them do that a little bit with Stranger Things, but it's like, okay, cool, all right, let's do that, but you're not going to see the same kind of like full returns. You're going to be getting like a license fee and a percentage, you know, and maybe that's what they're wanting with the collaborate and refine kind of thing. But I would suggest for anybody that is going to be bought by any corporation, before you sign on the dotted line, is you get everything in writing of what are the success metrics that you're expecting from us. What does that support look like from up top? How is the, you know, like the day-to-day look like? Are you going to be involved? Are you going to try to, you know, spay and neutered what we're trying to do in our studio? And it's like, you have to have, and I'm not saying that this doesn't happen, but it feels like so many times we get to this place where, oh, well, we got to let people go. And it's like, there's no recourse. And it's like, if we were really thinking about this in a legal sense, it's like, I would want to protect my people really, really well. I would make it where it's like, okay, have you held up your end of the bargain? Because we just shipped something that did amazing, you know.
So like, what? Where were you promoting our game fairly enough? Like, were you making sure it was set up to succeed, you know, in the best possible way? And you know, this idea, just because we like to cross streams over here, guys, you know, like cross genres and whatever. So I was thinking about this as like, they need to have in a contract an opt-out clause where if the studio that's signed underneath a big corporation does not feel they're either being, like getting the fair shake, or feel like, yes, oh, we shipped you like an award-winning game, or like a game that beat, like you said, like Battlefield beat Call of Duty last year in sales numbers and whatnot. It's like, oh, and you're laying off people, like we should opt out of this deal. I know, the Battlefield one's not the best example for that, but
Yeah.
again, it would save a lot more jobs and a lot more talented people. It's sort of like, I don't know if they really don't. I don't think they really do it in the NFL, but the NBA, a lot of players, before they sign with, like, big name players, before they sign with teams, it's like, yeah, we want a no trade clause, so you can't screw us over, just to benefit you if you're not into winning as an organization. If you're just here to make money off my name, image, likeness type of deal, and you butts in the seats, I don't want that here. I want to come to compete and win championships. So, like, they need to have an opt-out clause for video game studios where it's like, hey, it has to be like can't be like a number deal. It has to be like a game type of deal, like sign up for like a 3-game deal. And it's like, within the course of those 3 games that are put out, if we don't like how this is going, we want to venture elsewhere before we have to lose hundreds of people.
Yeah, because that's like 10 or 15 years right there. Like a 3-game deal. It's kind of like a author, when they sign like a contract for like a 3-book deal or whatever. Like I agree. I think that's a great idea. Having a buyback clause. It's like, okay, if things are, before you shut us down or there's massive layoffs, you have to present a buyback to the studio to be able to keep it alive, because there's so many studios I'm sure that would have loved to be spun back out, like 100%. Compulsion, Double Fine. I would love to have seen Blue Point get out there.
Tango Gameworks.
Well, theirs was a little bit different. They got like bought by Tencent and kind of like resurrected and everything, but it's like
Toys for Bob.
It's just like, that is what we need more of. And I think instead of getting, deer in the headlights because of the however many zeros is behind the number, really think through it, because at the end of the day, you are just a way to make money. They don't care about your people. They don't care about you.
Nope.
You literally could get hit by a truck and they would replace you.
Yep. I must say, it's like, oh, that sucks. All right. So anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Kaleem. I know this is not video games, but I'll toss this real quick. Best anime would you suggest to someone who is not into it that much and just saw Dragon Ball Z once?
I don't want to do the heavy hitters off bat, because it's obviously when you want to recommend new anime, you want to ease them into it. You don't want to just give them like something dark and gritty right off the top of the bat, because I'm wearing one of those shirts right now that's very dark, very gritty, very out there. But obviously, if you've seen Dragon Ball Z once, I would, Naruto, I think, is a great one to just ease into. Stuff like, it has its moments, and it's a little bit long, but Fairy Tail, I would say would be good, just like in terms of power of friendship, type of deal. If you like to see Dragon Ball Z, like especially good fight scenes,
Michael says Dragon Ball Z, of course.
Oh,
watch
100%.
all of Dragon Ball Z.
I feel like even though it's kind of teeters on that line, like but it gets crazier the further you get in, like the further seasons. But I would say Demon Slayer would be a good one to get into.
Yeah,
I My Hero Academia. One. So, just to name a few, I do recommend, and I'll bring it up again whenever we do our fall lineup show for Eat Sleep Anime, because it's coming back in October. Zach, I will probably recommend it to you again. I do think you should give Black Clover a shot. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying, because it's coming back.
For me, Megalobox, season 1.
Yes. Yep. Season 2, but season 1 for sure.
Easy to watch, and like everybody understands boxing, so it's gonna it'll be it's really grounded in its own way. That one's really good. I know it's dark, but I feel like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh
But
yeah,
I know
100%.
that kind of hits more of the dark, but
It's a little bit easier to get into than Attack on Titan, because like I said, the first episode of Attack on Titan, so much happens and you're like, what is going
those
on?
first 2 episodes turned me off of Attack on Titan for like
Yeah.
a year. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I would say, is like you're not getting a ton of episodes, but you're getting a amazing story that's contained within like 60 something episodes instead of like 700.
100%.
So, yeah, really great suggestions. Go watch our Eat Sleep Anime for more awesome goodies out there. Also, make sure to whatever your trigger warnings are, always be careful of those, because
100%.
Takapia Original Sin is might look cute,
boy.
but it ain't.
You activated my trap card.
Let's jump into our second topic of the show. Horizon Hunters Gathering is going back to the drawing board, and this is by Wesley Impole over at IGN.
So Sony has reportedly rebooted PlayStation Live service game Horizon Hunters Gathering after negative feedback from playtests. Horizon Hunters Gathering is a multiplayer cartoony spin-off from Guerrilla's mainline single-player Horizon series, which is known for its photorealistic visuals. Upon its announcement in February, Hunter's Gathering was compared to Capcom's Monster Hunter series, although many questioned whether it would find an audience. Closed playtests followed earlier this year after a launch across PlayStation 5 and PC is expected to follow. However, according to Bloomberg, Sony has ordered a reboot of the game amid negative feedback from the playtests. Apparently, Guerrilla has been working to reboot the game since June and plans to strip out the live service parts of the game to make it, quote, a traditional cooperative multiplayer game with a story mode in a far smaller scope. It sounds like there is a great deal of pressure on this reboot, too. Bloomberg said staff were told this week that Guerrilla had until December to impress PlayStation bosses with the game's next milestone. It's not canceled, but it sounds like it could be. Some Horizon Hunters Gathering staff are being moved over to another Guerrilla project with a milestone due at the end of the year, Bloomberg added. Apparently, a tiny team is working on the next Horizon single-player game, which we'll call Horizon 3, but will undoubtedly carry a new subtitle, but it's still years away. Horizon Hunters Gathering isn't the only multiplayer game set in the Horizon universe. Bizarrely, NCSoft and Sony are working on Horizon Steel Frontiers, a massive multiplayer online role-playing game designed for mobile devices, but also playable on PC. NCSoft is said to be working closely with Guerrilla to craft the world, but this is very much an NCSoft-developed game. And once again, you know, we need to call old Jimmy Ryan back to the front. You know what I mean? And just say, is this your king? Is this what you wanted? This is what you wanted to do? Like, we can't bang the drum enough. Live service games are not it. Again, if anybody chasing a trend, it's not it, because again, when you have a few successors like a Fortnite, like a Warzone, like, you know, and you see that, yes, everyone wants a piece of the pie. However, you need to do it with studios that have the talent, have the chops into it. Like, yes, I know Bungie has failed in that department, and that was what they were known for the last, decade plus. But you don't need to have all these other studios, like, again, can't say it enough, Naughty Dog, the crown jewel in Sony's, arsenal at the time. They were doing the Last of Us multiplayer project. It was not going well. They canceled it. And now it's kind of like put Naughty Dog on the back burner of, put them behind in terms of the projects they want to get out. Same thing that's going on, because in the quick hits, I do have a tiny team is working on Horizon 3 at this point, and it's still years away. So we probably will see it probably 2030, maybe. We'll see. If it's a tiny team, I don't know off the top of my head how big Guerrilla Games is exactly. I know they've got multiple teams, but again, like when we saw it, we did we watched the trailer, we unveiled it here on the show, and we were not feeling it. Like it had its moments, but it was just, it has the Horizon name in it, but that's all it felt like. It didn't.
Yep.
It felt like a cartoony Monster Hunter. Like if you hadn't put Horizon's name on it, or like put some of like the monsters in it, we wouldn't have. It would just feel like a paint by numbers live service multiplayer game.
Yeah, and to your point about Naughty Dog's multiplayer, there's an article that dropped this week on several different sites that because of the Last of Us multiplayer, Intergalactic's development got delayed because they were working on it. So it's like, how much money have they been able to rake in because of Last of Us Part 2 and all of that? And then it's like, oh, well, let's keep trying to milk that cow. And it's like, well, people play our games because they know they're going to get great single player story stuff. Again, Jim Ryan, way to screw everything up. Now, I remember getting invited to this playtest, and I didn't care enough to even download it.
Fair.
So, like, that does say something. When it's like, okay, I did get invited to play the playtest and everything, and I didn't care anything about this game because it looks nothing like what Horizon doesn't look like. It plays the way I want it to play. And when you had, right before it got announced, you had the other Horizon game that Horizon Steel Frontiers got showed off, which, mobile games and all of that, like if it's done right, it can be good, because I remember like the Fire Emblem games that had some of the app games or whatever made a ton of money for Nintendo, but I don't think Horizon has that juice. You know what I mean? Like we are trying to squeeze blood out of a rock here, y'all.
Yeah, I mean they are trying to do like they did a Lego Horizon game that also came to Nintendo Switch. Like they are, and I know like it's been talked about elsewhere, like they are treating Horizon as like a top tier property, which we've said time and time again. We love the first game. Like the second game, gameplay improvements were like the quality of life stuff was vastly improved. Story at the end, much to be desired. Up until that point, the story was good, but the ending left much to be desired. Interesting to see how they're going to, spin off from that. But the first one was phenomenal, and I know, like, it's sort of like when you get your taste of fame, you kind of want to just run with it and beat your chest every chance you get with it. And I know, because we've said also time and time again, up until this point, like this put Guerrilla on the map. This made them like a higher tier studio in Sony's arsenal, because up until that point they had made, like, they probably made some other ones, but they were known for Killzone, a mediocre shooter game that did nothing to move that genre forward. And when they were like, when we saw the unveiling of Horizon for the first time in 2016, and they were like, oh, this studio does it? What is this? Like, they have the chops like this, and the rest is history. But now it's kind of like you're smelling yourself a little too much. And now you see the results, because I don't have, like, while Steel Frontiers looks a little bit, more in line like a Horizon type of style of game, I doubt it does any better, especially shoehorning itself into PC and mobile. But again, like, this is like kind of know your worth type of deal. And it's like, yes, Horizon is a very known and is a very well-known IP. That doesn't mean you get to to ruin it by shoving it in every type of genre imaginable.
Yeah, and I think this is again taking away from the thing that brought you to the dance. And it's like, okay, NCSoft is making Horizon Steel Frontiers, and it's like, okay, can you get the mobile side of Monster Hunter fans to care about this? That's the thing that needs to happen if you're going to actually activate people that care about this game. And most, Horizon fans, like, I'll try it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid of a mobile game, Derek. I'm not afraid of a mobile game. I love that solo leveling game. I did fall off eventually, but I loved TCG.
I was gonna say, like,
well.
It was like in your rotation for what you've been playing for like a good half a year, probably longer than that.
Yeah, probably close to a year because I was solo leveling crazy. But when it comes down to it, it's like I never spent any money on it. I did everything free, and it's like, what are you going to get out of this? You're not going to get a lot. You're not going to be getting people, just like the Lego Horizons game. You didn't build a bridge to, oh man, I love this Horizon thing. What is can I play the first one? Oh, there's a second one. I'm sure you might have gotten a percent of a percent of a percent that did that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So
For
I
Christmas,
did like,
because that's when it came out around the time that it was good for a good holiday game.
yeah, I did like Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went pretty hard with Marvel Snap and Pokemon TCG and solo leveling. But I digress. I don't see this turning around because I think this was supposed to come out sometime this year. If they were doing playtests back in June and everything, and now it's like, oh well, dude, I would have pulled the plug. And it had to be bad for them to say, hey, y'all need to go and just try again. Like,
yeah, figure it out, and you've got till December to wow us. Otherwise, your game is done.
And I don't blame Sony because they can't afford to have another Concord on their hand.
Nope, another Concord, another Dreams, where they take forever to put out a game. So yeah, no, especially Concord. Again, multiple hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yep.
And you didn't even last 2 weeks, barely. So yeah, they definitely don't need that again. And especially since I know Marathon is kind of staggered out a little bit, but it didn't have a great launch either. And I mean, Fair Games is still in limbo. And it's like, at this point, just kill that game off as well. So
yeah.
I don't know. It ain't looking good. And, again, Jim Ryan, was this your king? All I can say, good riddance.
Well, you know what's good? Hitting that like button. You can do it right now, and it's totally free, and it tells the algorithm gods that you enjoyed what we've done so far, because we got one more big story to talk about. And I know Joe is champing at the bit because we're fixing to talk about Kingdom Hearts 4. And if you hit that like button, I will promise you right now, if I'm lying, I'm dying. We will talk about Kingdom Hearts 4 here in just a second, okay? If I'm lying, I'm dying. But you need to hit that like button. You should do it now. Right now. Right now. Seriously.
Do it now.
Do it. There. Boom. I saw it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 4. I told you I'm not dying, y'all, because I wasn't lying. Kingdom Hearts 4 gets a launch window and a new trailer plus more. And this is by Marcus Stewart over at Game Informer.
So let me see. There we go. This weekend's D23, Disney's biennial fan convention, where it announces a slate of upcoming film, TV, and video game projects, hosted a substantial update on Kingdom Hearts 4. We now know the game, first announced in 2022, is coming out next year. Square Enix also announced Pixar's Coco as the game's first world. A new trailer shows Sora making his way to Coco's Land of the Dead, where he meets the film's protagonist, Miguel, the trickster/musician Hector. Like previous Disney-inspired worlds and other Kingdom Hearts titles, players will seemingly relive the events of the acclaimed 2017 film with a twist. It's unclear if any of the actors reprise their roles, and we even get to see Sora slay Heartless using a Day of the Dead-inspired Keyblade. Outside of the Coco world, the trailer provides new looks at Kingdom Hearts 4's primary setting, Quadratum, the modern day previously seen in previous trailers, and 2 new characters. We also see gameplay segments featuring Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as they seek to uncover Sora's whereabouts. The trailer concludes with the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4's launch window, late 2027. Alongside this announcement, Square Enix revealed a Kingdom Hearts anime is in the works. Kingdom Hearts is coming to, which is the working title for it, is coming to Disney Channel and Disney Plus, with series mastermind Tetsuya Nomura and the game's creative team involved in production. Now, I'm a little bit more excited for the anime side of that one, just saying, but it being locked to Disney Channel and Disney Plus, I don't know if that's the move, but I get it. Disney owns them. But again, little fan expo called D23. came out, and there was rumblings about there being a panel, and I'm figuring, okay, we've seen this playbook before with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yep.
They're going to give another update, probably show another world, type of thing. And I did not expect a late 2027. Now, will it stick that? Who knows? There's a quick hit in there that says, "Oh, we will not move from our late 2027 release date," which is crazy. To that, when I was looking over this article earlier in the week, it's like, oh yeah, this will reveal in 2022. I'm like, it's already been 4 years since we've seen it. That is wild. Which means it's been in development for a little bit longer, because Kingdom Hearts 3 came out 2019. Early, like January 2019. So, it's been a hot minute since we've seen. So it would track. And I know they didn't want to take another decade plus to get out a Kingdom Hearts game. And it's also weird that we haven't seen 20 million different spin-offs, leading up to Kingdom Hearts 4. But because this is technically part of a new saga with Kingdom Hearts 4 starting it, they might do it after. But again, it was nice to not see, 378 days by 5 or whatever, some weird titles, Relink or whatever it is, just throw some words together, I am really surprised, that we are getting a date, a date window, late 2027. So next fall, essentially, they're already planning their flag a year out. How GTA is doing is like, all right, guys, we're planning our flag we're going to be one of the first fall announced titles for 2027. But we do it. Did you ever get the trailer pulled up, Zach?
I do have the trailer. Yeah.
Let's watch that and get. Well, I say I want give your reaction. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't get any time to talk, Derek. Just try.
No. You've talked enough, sir.
I love how Derek only cares about really the anime. He's just like, yeah, the anime. And
hey, at least I'm honest.
He is honest. He is honest. I'm excited about this. I've been looking at mods for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. If I'm like, okay, do I try to play through everything? And I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Zach, the only games that I play through again is God of War games. Let's just be honest. That's the only time, in Ghost games. But I'm excited about this. What I have seen of the trailer does look really, really good. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's check out this trailer because I think Joe's about to foam at the mouth. He said, I hope the anime will be cool. I do too. And I know Disney's anime section has actually grown quite a lot over the last few years. So
I know, what was it that what was it, the Wonderlands, the Badlands, or whatever it is, the ones that were there was an original anime on Disney Plus. I forget what it is. It's getting a season 2. That seems really intriguing.
Go Loser Ranger.
Oh, I didn't realize that was on Disney Plus. I thought it was Netflix.
Yeah. Moon Rising. That's on Netflix. Moon Landing or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, Moonrise.
Yeah, Moonrise. It started out good. It turned into crap. All right, let's check out this.
Brings back memories. Gracias.
He gonna die again.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the final death. Hey, it happens to everyone eventually. Come on, De La Cruzito. You got a contest to win.
That's sad.
Yep.
I do love Coco. Coco's such a good movie.
Yeah.
La la la, don't take down our video.
Uh-oh.
Disney.
Here we go.
You just this crazy dude just coming out swinging.
I know.
What I mean? Oh, it does look really good, Derek.
They're asking for Dandelion dispatch.
A dark path has
dandelion dispatch. What kind of?
Whoa. What, the Final Fantasy?
Yeah. I love that he like shoves this woman out through the window.
Right.
Whoa!
Welcome to the Plaza de la Cruz.
The power of music.
Right. That is kind of a cool Keyblade.
Hey, Dench Attack.
Here we
does
go.
That.
It's showtime.
This is
Combo.
a lot of new information. I bet I'll find a clue to saving Sora now. Huh?
Oh.
Ooh.
I do like that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's okay.
Disappear above? Is this where they always end up?
But Sora isn't here.
Wow.
What?
So Hades.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Huh? What? Sora, is something wrong?
What can you see? Sora, hey!
Whoa.
Whoa! Here's a surprise. You're looking pretty good for an old coot.
Okay.
Sigurd!
That dude had a Keyblade too. Now, Derek,
Huh. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you everything that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to have in it.
Okay.
It's going to have Coco. It's going to
Okay.
have Mickey. It's going to have Goofy,
Okay.
Donald. It's going to have Sora. And guess what? Sora's lost once again.
Call him
It's like-
Nostradamus, guys, because he just is nailing it out of the park right now.
I'm just saying, like, how many times do these jokers get lost? We had Korra getting lost. We had
Yeah.
Sora getting lost. We had, like, I don't know. Joe says playable Mickey levels, which is pretty dope. And also
Yeah.
Goofy and Donald will be playable characters too. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It looks great. I like Square Enix knows how to make games look good.
They do.
But they also really love games that are freaking confusing.
Yes.
So it's like I'm glad that it is kind of like a reset, if you will. You know, the new whatever. I'm sure other things, you know, from Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and Dream Drop Distance and Sleepy Time Cilantro. You know, that put that on a shirt, y'all. Sleepy Time Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, Sleepy Time Cilantro. If y'all use that Disney, I will be suing you. But Derek, does this move the needle? Are you going to play Kingdom Hearts 4?
I mean, I haven't played any of the other Kingdom Hearts games, so probably not. But it does, again, just like with every time we see a trailer for a new Final Fantasy game, it's like kind of want to play Final Fantasy but again, to your point, it's like they know how to sell their games and market their games to their audience, unlike some other game studios. But I digress. It does look good. Like I think this is like Sora's character model looks probably like the best it has in any of the series. That just is probably because of the quadratum sphere that they're in.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see, because this is continuing. You know, when they ended 3, it's like, all right, this is part 1. This is ending part 1. I want to see how this continues from part 1 into part 2, and how long part 2 will be. Hopefully not as long, but we'll see.
Yeah. Joe says you can get all the Kingdom Hearts games in a bundle.
Oh yeah, they have a million bundles with like they have some with just the core games. They have some with every game in existence. So
Yeah, it's not necessary. I don't know. I've thought about getting like the newer versions of 1 and 2,
yeah,
and then doing the mods. That
yeah,
I don't know, Derek. There's just too much to play. You know what I mean? Like I need to get back into Space Marine 2. I need to restart that, and
Yeah.
go through Space Marine 2. You know, we've got Wolverine in less than a month now. Then
Oh,
we got
yeah.
Gears
Ooh.
of War. We've got Resonance that's come out in 7 days, and Star Wars Zero Company that comes out.
yeah,
And then we have Control Resonant that comes out on the 27th of September, or 24th
Yep.
of September. There's another game that comes
Yeah.
out the 24th that I want to play. Oh, the new Final Fantasy like 2D game.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Yeah, there's so many. Joe does have ask an interesting question. What Disney worlds would you want in Kingdom Hearts?
Ooh. Ooh. I feel like because I'm trying to
Now,
think.
If you name one
Go
that's
ahead.
already been in there, Derek, you're gonna get whipped by all the Kingdom
I
Hearts
know.
fans.
Because yeah, I know. Because I know Tangled's in there. Tangled came to 3, I think it was,
Yes.
or whatever. I know Frozen's been in there. I'm trying to think of one that hasn't been in there, and it's kind of sparse from what I know. Like I don't know some of like the newer stuff, like Elio, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that so? I know they've done Big Hero 6. I want to say, right?
Yep.
God, I go. You give yours, Zach. Maybe one will come to me.
Mary Poppins. It's easy. Mary freaking Poppins.
I thought they did one in one of the earlier Kingdom Hearts games.
Not that I know of.
No?
I don't remember
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right. I'll
And
say I'm not doubting you. I just thought I saw.
Dick Van Dyke
I remember
is
seeing
still
there's still
around.
character pot up.
Dick Van Dyke's still alive, Derek. This is the perfect time. He's
Yeah.
like 100. You only got so much more time with his bad. Okay, so we have Alice in Wonderland, we have Hercules, Tarzan, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Nightmare Before Christmas, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh, Kingdom Hearts 2, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Tron, Pirates of the Caribbean, which was really cool. The Lion King,
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie, and classic black and white Disney. Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep, Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Lilo and Stitch. Kingdom Hearts, Dream Drop Distance, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tron Legacy, Pinocchio, Fantasia, The Three Musketeers, Kingdom Hearts 3, Toy Story, Tangled, Monster Inc., Frozen, Big Hero 6, Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 is Coco.
So, and then of course, Joe says, he would Incredible, which is weird that they haven't done Incredibles yet or Wreck-It Ralph.
That's a really good one.
That's wild.
Yeah, I like both of those. Said I would love Mary Poppins. I know. 20,000
Now, which Mary
Leagues-
Poppins would you want? Because would you
The
want
original.
the traditional, or would you want Yondu's Mary? I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Not that one. Not that. Well, you could even bring in like Marvel stuff into this if you
I know,
really
like,
wanted to.
I feel like Star Wars would be like the first one they would like out of the expanded. You know what? Like between Marvel and
Yeah.
but I know Marvel would be more of the the box office hit, but I feel like Star Wars would make better sense in game universe.
Yeah. 20,000 Leagues on the Sea. I'm pulling like old school
Ooh,
Disney movies and all of
you
that.
going
Like,
deep in your bag, Zach.
you know it, man. You know it. I think that would be cool. Cars would be fun. I just don't know how they would like
Do the battle system with that.
do the battles. Is like, does Mater have like a keyblade on his like hook thing? Is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know how the battles would be. Go ahead, Derek.
This would be a weird, but technically it is part of the Disney sphere now. I could see an easy layup would be doing The Simpsons.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's like family friendly enough.
No, that's the only thing that's stopping it. So
Technically, Family Guy is part of Disney too.
yeah, and American Dad.
Well, why don't we? I do. Oh, those are great, Joe. Atlantis and Treasure Planet. Those are layup.
Oh,
Those are so
yeah,
good.
100%.
So good.
I would love Atlantis.
Yeah, I both of those would be amazing, amazing. I had one, and then I lost it. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Oh, Alien.
Yeah.
You know? And it just,
getting stabbed in the face with by the second mouth, it's
why not?
just what you want in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Goofy's chest exploding with the,
Donald fails to heal you one last time, and the chest, and then it's like, all right, you know what? You're sentenced to being this.
Like, it would be cool to have, like, Star Wars, like you said. Star Wars, Marvel, I feel like those are easy ones as well. But, yeah, I think Atlantis and Treasure Planet would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I feel like we will see... Did I say Lion King in any of that?
I feel like they have done Lion King.
Yes, they did. It was in the first one. Or Kingdom Hearts 2, sorry. Yeah.
Joe's like Phineas and Ferb.
That actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gravity Falls, dude. Gravity Falls would be freaking sick. Oh my god, that would be freaking dope, dude.
That would get Zach to play it for sure.
Oh yeah. God, that would be it was so good.
Watch that be. Nah, here's what Zach would do. He would buy it, and he would buy it. It'd be one of the earlier levels, and then just stop playing. It's like, all right, guys, I got what I wanted from this. I'm done.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm trying to think of anything else. Because I feel like they do hit a lot of the good ones.
Yeah.
They could do Return of Jafar, Aladdin 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. So good. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty exhaustive list of what I would love to see. I would also love to see the Winter Soldier, like,
2014 Winter Soldier.
24, you know what I mean? Like, when he had the good arm, not the...
Yeah.
It's like, you have Wakanda tech, and that arm is, like, crappier than what the Soviets could put together. You know what I mean?
Correct. So, and they have alien power. You know what I mean? Like, or alien tech. So, that's just me, though.
What's up with that? That's silly. You know what else is silly? Is not being a Patreon supplier. Okay? We're a supplier. You need to be supplied with Patreon. We got the hookup, okay? We got the hookup.
Yeah.
Go over to patreon.com/nerdcave right now. Pick a tier that fits best for you. It might be a paid tier. It might be a free tier. That's all good, fam. That's all good. Yeah. Pick a tier that fits best for you. It helps us out a ton because we're a 1.5 person business. All right? We're a 1.5 person business. Sometimes just one.
Yeah, like last week.
Yeah.
And the half is back.
Now the half's back. So become part of the ship, part of the crew, and go over to patreon.com/nerdcave and get your very own Nerd Cave membership. Now for the Patreon quick hits.
Starting off, Edge of Memories is still slated to launch in 2026 despite closure of Midgar Studio. Overwatch Heroes of Busan update brings new tank hero, reworked maps, and battle pass revamp. Embracer Group confirms Darksiders 4 and new Kingdom Come title are expected to launch in fiscal year of 2027 to 2028. Xbox's separation from Compulsion Games seems complete as studio is listed as the publisher of South of Midnight on Steam. Insomniac says there's plenty in Marvel's Wolverine to keep people playing after the credits roll, including New Game Plus on day one. Sabretooth will actually steal Wolverine's kills when they team up in gameplay. Wolverine Dev says there's no open world because Logan is not somebody who has a friendly neighborhood, and that's an understatement. Total War Warhammer 3 Lords of the End Times releases on September 24th. Nintendo now warning in-store customers of Switch 2 price hike with less than 2 weeks to go until it hits. Kingdom Hearts 4 Dev says the game will 100% not be delayed past 2027 launch. We'll see about that. It sounds, to quote Asha Sharma, this is the quote of 2026. The plan is the plan until it's not the plan. So, sounds good on paper, but we'll see. Disney Animation Studios' Jared Bush gives hopeful response to possibility of Kingdom Hearts movie. The Simpsons Hit and Run coming back in some form, says creator Matt Groening. Xbox confirms Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 beta will feature single-player campaign mission for the first time. And boy, that's a weird way to say it's a demo. Just saying. Sony CEO says the PS6 release date is still yet to be decided. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves confirms August 27th release date for Duck King. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the Siege of Castle Doom DLC arrives this fall and adds new game mode and extra playable characters. Fortnite's upcoming season includes crossovers with iconic games like Sonic, Mega Man, Persona, and Kingdom Hearts. U.S. Army Battalion offers soldiers time off to play GTA 6 in exchange for re-enlisting. However you get them to sign on the dotted line, I guess. Streamer finally gets perfect game in MVP Baseball 2005 after nearly 2,000 consecutive attempts. PlayStation's Shuhei Yoshida, full of grace, warned Claire Obscure Expedition 33 devs it would be overlooked if called a turn-based RPG. Star Wars Magellan was a AAA action RPG where you could play as a Jedi or a Mandalorian. Halo, Forza, and World of Warcraft in-game rewards coming to McDonald's celebrating Xbox's 25th anniversary. Legendary game dev Warren Spector announces retirement. Uncharted Drake's Fortune added dynamic difficulty scaling as it was too short otherwise. Ex-Tekken 8 game director Kohei Ikeda joins Katsuhiro Harada's Versus Studio. Order of the Sinking Star launches on October 8th. GameStop customer earns over 10,000 in-store credit from hundreds of broken consoles, and someone immediately went and commented, it's like, but if you put it on eBay, you could have made 10 times your amount, but go off, I guess. Control Resident has gone gold. However, the physical version of the game has been delayed to October 15th. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is reimagining the series' original game with a focus meter, skill tree, and herb brewing. CEX reportedly is set to open two stores dedicated to retro and import video games. DualSense Edge reportedly getting a new model release in 2027. TMNT's Splintered Fate adds Slash DLC alongside King's Gambit update. Veteran game developer Harvey Smith forms Black Pony Immersive and will focus on the immersive sim genre. As we stated before, Horizon 3 reportedly still years away and has a tiny team working on it at Guerrilla Games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 beta will continue to use divisive new matchmaking system from Black Ops 7. And lastly, latest Xbox console update includes extremely belated profile badge if you bought an Xbox One back in 2013. So pretty much launch date.
Why?
Right. Why? There was some stuff that was very strange in this quick hits. I'm just like just from the news from the week, I'm like, why did they choose this? Like, why is this a thing?
Yeah. I'm just like, but shout out to Shuhei, full of grace, for being right on the money and turning, because that decision, it's like, hey, I'll teach you the sauce. Don't call it a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
And look what
you see what I did with God of War 2018. Told Corey Barlog it was a piece of crap, and he turned around and made it game of the year.
Yeah.
Just saying.
See what I did with Legends of Dragoon? We didn't have to remaster that thing once. People still freaking play it to this day.
Yep. To this day.
Well, there you have it, everybody. That is our episode of the Nerd Cave Newz. Thank y'all so much for being here, hanging out with us. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled. Like, get your knife out and peel them. Peel them. Can you imagine someone like
Okay.
peeling their eyes like an apple, Derek?
Oh gosh. Ugh. Uzumaki. That's all
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be putting out what we've been watching. We're going to talk about all the anime that we've been up to since the last episode of Eat Sleep Anime. Y'all definitely don't want to miss it. Thank y'all so much. Joe, he says, best episode of the year. Because we talked about Kingdom Hearts.
Wouldn't have to do anything with the Kingdom Hearts news at all, just saying. But hey,
Nah.
glad we got you to tune in, and glad you got to enjoy it.
Go off, King.
Yeah.
Well, Derek, my twin mattress. Let's.
Wow.
Well, we go off King, Slay Queen.
Yeah.
It's all mattresses.
Fair enough.
Okay, twin. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is the Nerd Cave Newz. This has been Zach.
And Derek.
Y'all have a blessed week. Bye-bye.